If you have struggled with goal setting, then this video is exactly for you. Hi, I'm Nancy Marie Peterson, and I've been a mother for 28 years. I've been homeschooling for 20, and I have been goal setting for as long as I can remember, but I didn't always get it right. And that's what I want to share with you for people who have struggled, for moms, for women, for you who have struggled and you've set goals and you've been all excited, and it's maybe just after January and you don't remember your goals. Keep listening because I'm going to get you back on track and you're going to be amazed at how much you're going to accomplish this year. So, first of all, let's talk about why do we not get our goals set? What happens when we get so excited, we write our goals and we come up with these ideas? What happens? Where do we lose that disconnect? And often the disconnect happens because we write it and forget it. We don't have it visually where we can see it all the time and be reminded of it. So I'm going to give you some tools that will help you get your goals down in a way better format so you can actually achieve the results that you want. And I think this is so important because God has gifted us with so much. I think about in the Bible, the story of the talents, and he took away the talents from the man who didn't use it. And you want to use your talents. God has given you so many things that you can do. And sometimes we think, I'm a mom, what can I do? A lot. So let's jump in and let's talk some goal setting. Let's talk about the first step. It's writing it down. The physical act of writing it down has a huge, I can't remember the statistics, maybe I'll link it, but how you will accomplish it if you physically write it down. The other part besides writing it down is also reviewing it daily, putting it where you can see it, whether it's your screensaver, whether it's a post-it on your Bible, on your fridge, your bathroom mirror, on your computer, on your phone, wherever, by your bedside, wherever you will see it daily, because what you see daily will have a huge impact by how you respond daily, because you want to take baby steps. You don't accomplish big goals by huge giant leaps. You accomplish them by taking baby steps one day at a time. When you look at your goals daily, that's where you're going to have impact. So writing it down, looking at your goals daily, and then reviewing them. When we don't review our goals and we try to hold on to them for the whole year, we often get lost in them and we forget them. And maybe they don't apply as they did in the beginning when you first wrote them down. You had all these ideas, but life has shifted and now you're trying to shift, and you need to let go of goals that are no longer fitting you. Goals should serve you, not you serving your goals. So those are a few key steps. And one of the main ways you can accomplish your goals is chunking them into compartmentalized smaller chunks. So I know there's books on this, but if you think in 3 months, so when you think of your lofty goals, write them for the year. Write your full year goals for the year. So write those down and then break it up into 3 months. And what specifically can I get done in the next 3 months? So often you can get done in 3 months more than what you can get done in 12 months, which seems crazy. But the difference is that you are focused, you are laser, you're on task, and you have a more vision-focused drive to you when you have a time restraint. It's kind of like when you're back in college or in high school and you had to study for a test, and suddenly the night before you're cramming, you're spending as much time as possible because you're at the very last minute. And so when you think of goals and you put more of a time restraint on them, it helps you achieve those goals. So if you are a person who has struggled with goal setting, I want to challenge you to write it down, put it where you can see it, and review it. And then the last piece is to make sure you chunk it into a smaller time frame that you can actually make it happen. I also want to share one more concept with you that I think is sometimes helpful for those people that and this was me. When I say those people, this was me at the beginning. When I got so excited about setting goals and I jumped in and I got into it and I wrote these lofty goals and then I forgot where they were, or I misplaced them and I went back to them, and I just felt like I was chasing my goals instead of the goals helping to drive me. I felt like I was just like trying to chase them. That's what you need to flip. You need to make sure you're not chasing your goals like you're trying to follow them, that they are what's driving you. And there's a difference between chasing and driving. Chasing is you're trying to go after something. Driving is you are taking the wheel and you're leading it. So I don't know if I said that really correctly, but you'll get the idea. You don't want to chase your goals. You want to drive your goals. So the other part is a lot of people need more bite-sized goals. Don't chunk off a whole bunch. Some of the tips I've gotten over the years is do the one word for the year. So if you're a new goal setter, don't jump in and try to do big, lofty goals. Start in small packages and then try doing maybe one word for the year, one word that will help you. If you can't do it for the whole year, do it for the next 3 months. So find ways that you can break down your goals to make them more achievable, where you can really make them happen. Goals are so important. And when you just give up because it doesn't work, or you've tried it and you've tried that and it just hasn't worked, and so you just think, I'm just not a goal setter. You are a goal setter. God designed us to be driven. He designed us to plan things. When we think of all the different parts in the Bible, God was allowed us to think out and to map out a life that He has given us. And so when we just haphazardly approach life, when we take it with just a really casual tone and it doesn't really matter, we're losing out. People are losing out with what the giftings and the talents that God has given us that she wants us to build into the world and give back to others. So this year, this moment, wherever you are in the year, whether it's January or whether it's June or whether it's even November, stop and take times to set goals. And if you feel overwhelmed, then back it up even more. Set goals for just the next day. I've done this so many times where on a Post-it note, I write 3 things that I need to get done the next day. And sometimes literally I do it on a Post-it note, or I did a whole video on it's any do. And I write down run because I know I'm going to do that. I write down things that I know I'm going to accomplish because I love to check them off. But I write down 3 things that I'm going to get done the next day. So start with that. So maybe you need to start a little smaller and you just want to cut off 3 goals for the next day and then build from there. Wherever you are in this journey of goal setting, I want to encourage you, don't give up. Keep pressing on. So many years I failed and I felt like, okay, maybe I'm just not a goal setter. Maybe I just don't have this down. Maybe it's just for business people that have big, lofty things and I'm just a mom. That's a lie. The truth is you have dreams inside of you and you have things that you can get done. And sometimes my dreams were teaching my kids how to be potty trained or teaching them how to be kind with their siblings and to love their siblings. Sometimes those were part of my goal setting because I was training my family. But no matter what, as a mom, as a woman, as a child of God, we have dreams inside of us and we have things that we need to accomplish. And when we set those dreams up and we write them out and we plan them out, we will get them done and we will accomplish so much more. And I think that's God's design and his heart for us is he wants us to live to our fullest. And at the end of the day, at the end of our life, we will have no regrets, that we will know we've done what God's called us to do in this season, in this moment, in this life that he has gifted me with, and that I won't have any regrets. So start small if you have to. Don't give up. Keep setting goals and keep making an impact because God has gifted you with time, treasure, and talent. Don't waste them. Figure it out. And if you want, I have a whole course that's set up for you. It's called the Intentional Year course, and you can do it any time of the year. You don't have to do it at January. You can jump in and do it. And it goes even deeper and it walks you through each step from goal setting to action plans to one word for the year and focusing. And it has a workbook that comes with it. And I designed it for you because I needed it. It's something that I did and that I was using year after year. And doing this, it's kind of like building a muscle. When you're setting goals, if you think of it this way, it's like building your muscle. It's your goal muscle. And the more you do it, the better you get at it and the more you can accomplish. And that's what you want to do. You want to work towards being your best version of who God designed you to be and step into that and step into it with everything you have. So hopefully I've encouraged you. Hopefully you see that you can set goals. You can achieve them. If I can do that, you can do it because I started lofty and having ideas and I just felt like I fumbled for so many years. And that's why I designed that course. That's why I'm putting this out because I know the impact that it has. And I know the impact that you will have when you set goals. All right, I will see you in the next video. Bye.